And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to well, we'll call it an update for the Old Republic. Today being, well, what, July 31st? Took me a second to look there. Um, BioWare and EA announced that the Old Republic is going free to play this fall. So, yay! Now, for those of you wondering what that means for you, if you're already subscribed, basically you're going to get whatever the currency for stuff is going to be as far as, I believe they call it cartel coins or something like that. Um, and you'll get, a set amount. If you have the collector's edition, you'll get a set amount plus extra goodies. Basically a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's going on today. But here's my thoughts on it. If you wanted a free-to-play game, or you thought that it might just be your business model, why not start with it? I mean, I realize that SWTOR was supposed to be one of those challenging for the WoW title, and of course didn't. But you gotta realize what you're putting out there. They started with the whole free to level 15, which is basically the prologue of all 8 characters, or classes, or whatever. And now it's going to be 1 to 50 is completely free. However, if you want to raid or do, certain endgame-ish content, basically you're going to pay. That's where a subscription or a one-time fee or whatever the business model is that they're taking is going to kick in. Or that's when you use those cartel coins or something. Now, being an owner of the collector's edition and all that fun stuff and all the cool prizes I got from that, I don't necessarily feel well reimbursed by this, because honestly the game has kind of dragged on me. Obviously, I mean, I started this in, December, and I'm still going. I'm halfway done with what we were going for. And yeah, I just want to get the end in sight at this point. And every time I start to make a huge push forward, everybody decides to start throwing walls in front of me. Like today, for example, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, so all I wanted to do was bust through Smuggler, finish him up today, so I could move on to the next class as far as prep work tomorrow, start uploading, all that fun stuff. But as it turned out, my Smuggler is still on Belsavis, which means I still have 2 planets to go. I still have Voss, that's the one I was thinking of, and Corellia, which I was really looking to do all of that today. Now, of course, people, oh, we need to go pick up cars, we need to go here, we need to do this, hey, it's fine, but this was really supposed to be my jumpstart day, kind of got in the way. But anyway, my point about all this is, the game itself, while the story has been fun, for the amount of hours spent getting to that story is very tedious, very dull at this point. Any of you who have watched Jedi Knight all the way through, Bounty Hunter all the way through, Trooper all the way through, Sith Warrior all the way through, and now we're on Smuggler, a lot of that quest content, if it's not story, you've seen it before. There's really nothing else you want to see from it, and you just want to skip past it. And judging by some of the stuff that YouTube tracks for me, yeah, you guys have been skipping past it, so, you know, there's that. But, yeah, with the collector's edition, with everything else, with the fact that I have, you know, a 3-month subscription, don't really feel like I'm being well reimbursed for what I paid for. And now you're giving it away for free, and just makes me not want to play this game even more than when I woke up this morning. I think the whole free-to-play thing, we've seen it play out so many times with Star Trek Online, with Warhammer to a point. Galaxies did it at one point. I mean, everybody's done a variation. Lord of the Rings, everybody, you know, has tried to switch to this business model because they feel, oh, but we can bring people back if we just make it free. We can bring people back if we just, you know, tell them, oh, it's free, except you got to pay for this. No. Now you're just alienating all the people that are still here, that have stuck by you. And now you know, I don't feel special anymore. I guess is the point. So it's kind of sad that, you know, they felt that they needed to go this way, but BioWare's had really some tough times. You know, Dragon Age 2 didn't do as well as they thought. Well, it wasn't as well received as they'd hoped. Mass Effect 3, of course, having its issues. Now, SWTOR having its issues, which really SWTOR would have been better off if KOTOR 3 had come out first. If there was a KOTOR 3 that kind of tied into the world that we are now interacting in the Old Republic, I think that the Old Republic would have done probably 3 times better than it did, because you would have had something fresh in the mind. You know, there's too much of companies thinking that, well, if Blizzard can do things this way, so can we. No. You know, Blizzard has die-hard fanboys that you don't. You know, and Elder Scrolls MMO is going to learn this. I think they had a Fallout MMO scheduled at one point. That'll learn it. And really, every other MMO that tries to come out, you know, they want to be World of Warcraft. They want to be Blizzard. They want to think that, you know, they can do it by sheer will, and it doesn't work that way. You know, does Star Wars have a die-hard fan base? Absolutely. Does Star Wars have a die-hard video game fan base? Not so much. Because you gave us Bombad Racing. And Bombad Racing is Bombad. You know, but of course, I remember the Rebel Squadron games. I remember the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter games. The Jedi Academy games. Dark Force. You know, there was a lot of good games in there, but they were a long time ago and very spread out. And this one, I mean, KOTOR 2 was released, what? You know, right around the turn of the millennium. So, yeah, you're kind of stretching yourself a little bit there. You know, BioWare, while, you know, does have fun and enjoyable games, I will give them that, doesn't necessarily, you know, hold a candle to what Blizzard offers to its fans. And, yeah. So, yeah. I could rant more. I could be upset more. I could yell. I could scream. I could curse. I could, you know. But really, I don't want to anymore. I mean, this game, I just want to finish the last 4 stories and be done with it. I will move on to something else. I will ask you guys at that point in time what you guys want to see. All that fun stuff. You know, but as for right now, I think tomorrow I will be making a heavy push to finish Smuggler and move on to the next class, which I might as well tell you now, it's Sith Inquisitor. Yeah, this whole free-to-play thing, I really could do without it. You know, the last thing I needed was another MMO deciding that it's a failure without the free-to-play. Only to find out that with free-to-play, they're going to alienate their subscriber base. Probably lose about half of that. Maybe they'll gain part of that back in free players, but how many of those free players are actually going to spend money? My guess, not so many. So yeah, I am highly disappointed. I feel like I was shortchanged. Given that, you know, I did buy the collector's edition, I, you know, went full throttle into this game, and it just seems like I'm not getting my money's worth out of this. So, of course, if they're going to free-to-play, BioWare and EA must think that they're not getting their money's worth either. Especially seeing as BioWare was basically forced by EA to up the content release to the point that they're basically releasing an expansion for free, which raises the level cap and all that fun stuff. And I might go through it once if I'm still playing at that point, but I'm not crossing my fingers. You know, I'm sure there will be a story for all 8, and really, I could care less. I mean, once I finish the main stories for these guys, like for these last 4, I'm done. I'm ready to move on to something else, start enjoying gaming again. You know, I don't care if I'm, you know, recording me playing League of Legends poorly, or more Diablo, even though I really could do without Diablo. Or anything else. You know, I could play Walking Dead, I could play any of the mass assortment of games that will be coming out over the next, well, in the next 3 months or so. Which hopefully this is project is not going to take me that much longer. I'm really looking at a month tops. If I can just get left alone long enough to press through. I mean, I may even sacrifice a weekend or two where I do absolutely nothing but play. And, yeah. You know, maybe I'll shoot a couple extra videos in here, like PvP videos and stuff like that, but really, I'm done. You know, this free-to-play thing was the final straw to break me. You know, I was willing to stick through, and then when you drop news like that, it just tells me that you're not willing to stick through. So, all right, I'm done. I'm rambling at this point, and I'm sure most of you have stopped watching this because I'm basically repeating myself for the umpteenth time. So, I thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the whole free-to-play thing in the comments below. Subscribe. It's always, you know, nice. And as always, I will see you next time as I get back to work shooting other videos and doing other things. So long and bye-bye.